The next function we have is the average function. As the name is suggesting, average function returns the average or the arithmetic mean of all the numbers in a column. That means we have always to use the numeric column inside the average function, right? The syntax for it is average, and inside average we will have to pass the numeric column. And this numeric column is the parameter we have, and it is always contains the numbers for which we want to calculate the average, right? One thing here is it always returns a decimal number that represents the arithmetic mean of the numbers in a column. That means it always works on the numeric values. Text values are not acceptable here, right? Note that, or the remark here is, this function is not supported for use in direct query mode. That means it is always used in import mode, right? And uh, in direct query mode, when we are using calculated columns, that then we cannot use average function, or whenever we are defining row level security rules, then we cannot use average function inside the direct query mode, right? Let's just see the example now. So I am going to my Power BI desktop. This is the one. So first of all, in product text function, I just pass few parameters, filters here. So let me just remove those filters first, right? Why I am removing these filters is because these filters are page level filters which I applied. Now I have the playlist table specific to my calculations. I have attached the list, the tutorial of how to create a specific table for this calculated columns, right? You can have a look to that. Just in this I'm creating one measure for average. For example, I have sales amount. I just want to show you the average of the sales amount, right? So here I can just give the name average sales, and here I can use the function average. Once I write this average function here, it will show me the syntax and the definition of this average function, right? So in the syntax, now it is asking me to pass the column name. So here I have to put the sales, correct? If I just press enter, or I can just take this green tick coming here. Now this average sales function is ready to be used. I'll just copy and paste this card and will remove this function here and use uh, average sales. See, this is my average sales coming up. I can also use this inside my table. Let me just remove this product X value and show you the average sales, right? It is showing here the average, right? This is how average function works. Now, you might have a question in mind. If I have any non-numeric value inside the column, or if I pass non-numeric column, then what should be the result? So if the column contains text, no aggregation can be performed and the function returns blank, right? In case this is the case where all the values are text values. Now, if the column contains logical values or empty cells, those values are ignored, right? If the cells with the value zeros are included, then those zeros will be included, correct? Because zero is a numeric value. But when you are using average of cells, you must keep in mind the difference between an empty cell and the cell that contains the value as zero. When a cell contains zero, it is added to the sum of numbers and the row is counted among the number of rows used as a divisor, right? However, when a cell contains a blank, the row is not counted. So if I just show you, give you an example. So let me just open my notepad. So for example, uh, path cannot, okay. Yep. So how my average is calculated. For example, I would want to calculate the average of these things. So the average will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, and it will divided by how many number of values we have: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? This is my average. But what if I say I have one blank value, right? Then this blank value will be ignored. Then what will be the result? Then average will be 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5, right? And we have only four numeric values, then it will be 4, right? But in case if I have, let's suppose the same values I have and here I have 0, then the average will be 1 plus 2 plus 3, 0 plus 4 plus 5. And how many numeric values we have? We have 5 numeric values, then we have 5, right? 0 will be ignored, because if we add 0 to any value, no impact will be there. So this is how our average function works, right?